What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking the heat out of the van life literally. I'll be installing the Outequip Pro AC unit in my Dodge Promaster 2500. I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step. So smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and let's jump straight into the install. Here I am unboxing the Outequip Pro AC unit, checking all the supplies to make sure everything came in the box undamaged. I did notice that the remote was damaged during shipping. I reached out to Outequip Pro through email and they were quick to respond and send me out another remote for the unit. I'm using the back of my truck to lift the AC on top of the van. This was the easiest and safest way to do it alone. Here I'm taping a garbage bag underneath where I'm going to be drilling and cutting the hole for the AC unit to fit. This will just make your job a lot easier and less cleanup at the end. I've already marked and measured where I want to cut the hole for the AC unit. Here I am pre-drilling the holes to basically fit my jigsaw in to cut this out. I did the 14 by 9. That's the minimum amount you can cut for the unit to fit. Just finishing up with the rest of the pilot holes here. I suggest taking your time, making sure you run your jigsaw very smooth. You'll need about 4 holes so you can do straight lines. Here's my final cut. As it drops down, it's caught by the garbage bag and all the debris. Here I am sealing the 3D printed gasket I made to fit the grooves and ridges of my Dodge Promaster so that the Outequip Pro gasket that they included would fit flat on top of this so I'd have a watertight seal. I'm going over this. I'm gonna let it dry for 48 hours before actually installing the AC. I ended up using the whole tube on this just sparingly so that it would be a really nice watertight seal. I wouldn't have to worry about it later on. The name of the sealant is RV Roof Lap Sealant. It's a self-leveling sealant. Here I'm using isopropyl alcohol to clean and make sure that the gasket already installed has no oil or debris before I install the Outequip Pro gasket. Here I'm test fitting and trimming and cutting little grooves to make sure that the gasket is square and tight so I'll have a good nice seal. Right here I'm about to use some adhesive spray to connect the gasket. Right here I drilled 2 holes to put the rubber little stoppers that gives it a little support in. And then here I am using that RV Roof Lap Sealant to go around the gasket that they provided to make sure it's a watertight seal against the gasket that I've already installed. For this gasket, I also use the whole tube of the RV Roof Lap Sealant to make sure I had a good, nice seal. And I'll let this dry again for 48 hours. Here I'm cleaning up the edges of the self-leveling sealant to make it have a nice edge. Here I'm installing the 2 blocks that they provided for support in the back of the AC unit. Here I removed the lid to rewire the wire so I could fit it in nicely and come out the hole out the back. And here I am reinstalling the lid. Here I am removing the plastic film protective over the AC and showing off the new unit. Man, it looks good. I'm doing a test fit right here, tighten down the bolts to see how the unit would look, tighten down. As you can see here, I went ahead and framed it with some wood and redid that, and I am now spraying spray adhesive so I can put this insulation in like the rest of the van. I also trimmed down the 4 bolts so the AC plate could fit as well. Here I'm spraying the 3M insulation so it will stick to the ceiling. Applying the insulation to the ceiling now. Here I'm plugging in the wires to the back of the AC faceplate and turning it on for the first time. All right, I got the AC installed, playing with the remote right here. We can turn on the lights. That's a pretty cool feature. It's blowing super cold. We got it on turbo right now. We can put it on eco mode. down. We got the heat. Let's see how the heat feels. Okay. The heat is coming out now. Yeah, that works. It shows the voltage. All right. Definitely getting some heat coming out now. You have the regular fan, just circulating air. You got eco mode. That's pretty dang cold. I'm liking this remote. It's very good quality. I'm very happy with the install. It wasn't hard. The only thing I have left to do is, reason why I haven't finished is I got to frame up my ceiling, and then we'll have this put on, and that'll cover up the shroud around the AC. But I am very happy with the unit. It's super quiet. Definitely a great purchase. They recommend, you know, drilling a hole in the roof. I didn't do that. So what I did was take 2 cable garments and I installed them right here. And that prevents me from having to actually cut into the middle of my roof. Underneath here, we got the 2 supports. And if you can see, it's super quiet. I just want to say this unit is so great. You can close it off, open them, spin them any which way you want. This thing is blowing ice cold. Ice cold. Well worth the money. I'm happy with it. All right, y'all, that's a wrap up on the install of the Outequip Pro AC unit in my van. Hopefully this walkthrough helped you out and gave you some ideas for your own build. If you found this video useful, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment if you got any questions or you want to see more van life upgrades. Hey, thanks for watching. Stay cool out there, and I'll see you in the next one.